So Vince, I'm gonna make a quick video for you to show you what I got. This is a music maker board from Adafruit. I got a Bluetooth device connected to it so I can play through the speaker. I've got a few things I've tested already, and I'm not gonna play anything. Let me just show you kind of how it works. So I'll do a real soft tap. That was a low. Try to do a medium here. That was a medium. You can see there. And by the way, I've got two WAV files on here that sound terrible, but and then an MP3 file. No. That's just showing you the different hits. And if you notice, the WAV file's still playing. And it doesn't finish until, the reading doesn't show up until the WAV file finishes playing. The reason that is that's the way this music maker is designed. The way the hardware is designed, that's the way it's going to play. It is possible to do multiple files at a time, but it requires using the interrupts on the board to actually trigger them. And it gets a little bit more complicated with the code, and I'm just, it'd be more work than I really need to do right at this point. And it gets a lot more complicated too. So there is some latency. I don't know if you could tell. Let's see. So it's no. That time the pay for some reason. I got to work on the ranges to be more consistent with it. So, but you can tell that there's some latency there. Come on. Yeah. So, and I think the other reason, before I spend too much time on calibrating, I think we need a better sensor or trigger. The drum trigger you sent would probably be better. I'm just not sure what voltage requirement is on it. I couldn't find any specs. So, but anyway, those are the kind of the situation right now. I've got something working. I don't think it's perfect. There's a little bit of latency. I'm not sure if that's too much for you, and we have to wait for the WAV file to finish playing before we play the next one. So I think you said you're going to play slow, but I'm not sure how slow you're talking about. To improve the playtime, if you could send me some WAV files of your drums. I think you said you have some. I think you have a device that plays them. Maybe some tom and kicker, bass drum, and hi-hat, and rider cymbal, something like that. I'm not sure exactly what kind of sounds you're looking for, but if you can make some of those and kind of make them short and not have any, airtime on them, making sure it's actually the sound and not a whole lot of static and that kind of stuff. I'm sure that'll help. The other thing is, so the issues that I just mentioned can be addressed by this board here. This is a totally different board. This is a competitor to the music maker board, but it's more expensive. I think this thing is 50, maybe $60 with shipping. But the way it works is you have an SD card on it, and you actually burn into the firmware the WAV file that you want to play based on triggering these GPIO connections right here. And since it's burned into the firmware, it triggers quicker, and it doesn't have to doesn't have a layer of code running on top of the OS. So, and it's actually got a utility that comes with it where you kind of configure you put a configuration file on it to tell it what file you want to play based on the GPIO here, and it's pretty slick. But this is more expensive. I don't know if you want to spend that kind of money yet. We could pull this off with Arduino, but I think there's some more work that needs to be done. I'm not sure. I really need to know more about what you're looking for in terms of the exact details and kind of thing. So anyway, I hope all this makes sense. It's a lot at one time, but if you have any questions, probably best to talk on the phone at some point, so we can think through a few things. But anyway, hope that's getting close to what you're thinking about, what you need. And I'll talk to you soon. Hope you have safe travels on your trip. Take care.